Hey there everybody, it's the Nasty One here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Buzzards franchise here in year number 3. Last episode, we fought back from a huge 6-3 deficit to come back and rally to win 8-6 against the Wide Loads in 11 innings. Great pitching out of the bullpen with the combined efforts of Sebastian Morrow, Klaus the Game, and I guess to a degree Arjun Greenman. Allowed us to work our way back into it, which showed that this team has not given up on the season just yet, as the offense did come alive late. And with that in mind, we ended up making a roster move at the end of the episode to sign a starter for today's game. We're signing 41-year-old veteran Hiro Misano as he's taking over for Bella Mietball in the rotation. Former Grappler's number 2 will become our number 2 for the time being, as I'm not paying Frangipani $12 million. Come back and get hurt during every single start. We're going to be taking on the Platypi in today's game. Platypi come in at 3-6, not having a great year. On the mound for them is rookie left-hander Antonio Smacks, 0-1 with a 1.86 ERA and an 0.83 WHIP. He is pitching a little hurt, meaning he got injured in his last start. And for us, obviously Misano starting, he had no record, a 1.23 ERA and an 0.82 WHIP. We come in at 4-5 on the year, looking to get back to 500 with a victory today. Lineup for today's game looks like this. Leading off and locked in at second base is rookie Demi Cardenas. Then it's Ian Fielder in the 2-hole. He's at shortstop. Thurman Colts in center. He's batting third, locked in. Batting fourth is first baseman Joseph Trunk, who had a big 5 RBI day last game to help us seal the victory. Batting fifth at third base, Mario Mustachio. Batting sixth out in right field for the third straight game, Carter Mahoney. Batting seventh, getting the start, backup catcher Samuel Perez to give Hank Hart a day off, as he did play in that entire extra innings contest. And batting eighth in left field is Buck Swiner, coming off the bench to replace Borgner, who is tense. With Misano rounding us out on the mound, let's get it on. Turning home to Shaka after a 6-game road trip. Feels good to be back. Platypi still look like a formidable team, so this is going to be a good matchup for us. Hopefully we can actually make something of it. Looks like both teams even in power. We have a slight edge in speed. They have the edge in contact hitting. We have the edge in defense. They have a little slight edge in the bullpen, and they have a massive edge in the rotation. So, pretty evenly matched teams, which explains why we're both a little under 500. Alrighty, here we go. McStevens, Roper, and Wilcox do up first for the Platypi here against Misano. Leading off is the man, the myth, the legend himself, third baseman Beefcake McStevens. He's tense, 324 average, 2 homers, and 6 RBIs on the year for old Beefcake. There's Misano's numbers on the year. He made 1 start for the Grapplers this year before getting released. He got a no decision in that start, giving up 1 earned run in 7 1/3 innings pitched. Good for a 1.23 ERA. He also had an 0.82 WHIP, but he gave up only 6 hits in that start and kept the ball in the ballpark. Batting 3 strikeouts recorded with a batting average against of 207 for Misano. Lineup for the Platypi looks like this after McStevens at his locked-in shortstop Snag Roper. Second year for him, coming over from the Wild Pigs. Batting third, rookie left fielder Butters Wilcox. He's locked in. Batting fourth is first baseman Mick Steele, coming over, former backup for the Sirloins. Batting fifth, second baseman Caden Clark, who we released after the playoffs last year. He is tense with his 4th different team here and only his 3rd year in the league. Batting 6th is center fielder Willie Bacon. Batting 7th, catcher Cara Esparza. I believe it's her 2nd year in the league. I'm not 100% sure though. Batting 8th, right fielder Linda Hand. She is tense, and batting 9th is the pitcher Smacks. Misano's ready. Here we go. Pitch inside. We're underway. Second pitch chopped to first. Trunk bare hands it, flips to Misano in time for the first down. Nice recovery. That'll bring up the shortstop Roper, who's locked in, hitting 297, 3 homers, and 7 RBIs on the year for Snag. First pitch curveball at the knees. That is a grounder up the middle, base hit. Roper is the first hit of the game for the Platypi here. That'll bring up rookie left fielder Butters Wilcox, who's locked in, hitting 294, 3 homers, and 8 RBIs on the year. First pitch 2-seamer up and away is a strike call. The 1-1 as Misano gets ahead. Slider down in the way, check swing in the dirt. 1-1 the count. Fastball put in, fouled off by Wilcox. 1-2 the count. Changeup inside, low, 2-2. Down and away, chased it in the dirt, strike 3. First punch up for Masano. 2 down, and that will bring up locked in first baseman Mick Steele. 300 average, 1 homer, 5 RBIs for the first baseman on the year. Getting the start today over Scooter Sandbrick as he's feeling it. 2-seamer inside on the first pitch, grounded to second, right at Cardenas. Play to first in time, and that ends the inning. Good first inning for Masano. Bottom 1 were scoreless. Cardenas, Fielder, and Colt do up against the rookie. Antonio smacks as the southpaw comes to take the bump. Rookie Demi Cardenas will square up against the rookie pitcher first. She's locked in, hitting .595, 3 homers and 11 RBIs on the year. Cardenas coming off a 5-hit game last episode. She went 5 for 6. Here's a look at the Ross numbers for Antonio Smacks. He's 0-1, a 1.86 ERA and an 0.83 WHIP for the rookie. 3 runs given up in his, 2 of which are earned in his 2 starts. 9 2/3 innings pitched, 7 hits surrendered, 1 of them a homer. He has walked 1 and struck out 12. Batting average against is a solid 189 on the year, but unfortunately he does not have the offensive support to show for it. Smacks also was apparently hurt in his last start, so he is not fully healed up from that injury. Looks like it was a line drive to the chest, apparently. First pitch curveball in there for a strike, going 1. Fastball high from Smacks, 1-1. Change up at the knees, dribbler to third. Easy play for McStevens, 1 down. That'll bring up shortstop Ian Fielder, moving up to the 2 slot today, hitting .359. 5 RBIs in the year as Ian drove in 2 runs in the 9th inning of last game to force extra innings. Slider in the dirt, ball 1. Fastball outside, 2-0. Outside heater misses, 3-0. Curveball inside, ball 4. That is a 4-pitch walk as Fielder will reach. Next up is center fielder Thurman Colt, who's locked in, hitting .452 with 6 RBIs on the season. Fastball up and away, a called strike as it hits the corner, 0-1. Fastball outside, 1-1. Fastball up, line to first, right at Steele, and that's an easy double play to end the inning, as that is unfortunate. To the second, we're scoreless. Clark, Bacon, and Esparza do up for the Platypi. All right, leading off the inning is 10th second baseman Caden Clark, hitting only a .138 on the year with a home run and 2 RBIs. Clark was on our roster for the playoffs last year. He hit really well. He was the leading hitter in the playoffs, but unfortunately we couldn't keep his massive contract on the team, so we had to let him go, and now he is with the Platypi, his 4th different team here in his 3rd season. First pitch curveball away in the dirt, ball 1. Clark. Fastball down and in. That is popped up in front of the plate. Perez out for it. Now back into foul territory. Perez makes the catch, 1 down. Next up is center fielder Willie Bacon, hitting .219 on the year. First pitch 2-seamer up and in is a check swing strike called at the letters, 0-1. Up and away, line down the right field line. That is foul, 0-2. Slider away, turned on by Bacon and ripped into left field. He hits that well. That'll hit off the fence, and that will be extra bases for the center fielder as Swiner gets it in, but it is a double. 1 down, runner in scoring position for catcher Cara Esparza, hitting .381 with 1 homer, 1 RBI. Fastball down and away, a called strike at the knees, 0-1. Although the game does pronounce it as Cara, so maybe it is Cara Esparza. I'm going to say Cara, just because Esparza, it sounds better, it rolls off the tongue better for me. You may do what you will. Curveball down and in, chop to short. Fielder barehands it and fires the first in time. 2 down as Bacon holds at second. That will bring up right fielder Linda Hand to his 10th. .087 average on the year with an RBI. Big spot for her to try to get the scoring started. Fastball up and away is a strike called, 0-1. Slider down and in, inside and low, 1-1. Ball down and away, in the dirt, 2-1. 2-seamer up and in, Hand swings through it, 2-2 the count. Change it down in the way, grounded in the hole to second. Cardenas dives, cuts it off, fires to first in time, and that ends the inning. Nice play, Rook. As Misano puts up another 0. Bottom 2 were scoreless. Trunk, Pistachio, and Mahoney due up for the Buzzards. Leading off, Joseph Trunk, first baseman, hit his first home run of the year last episode and is up to 6 RBIs as he drove in 5 on the day to lead the team. 361 average on the year now. Slider at the knees, a strike from Smacks, 0-1. Fastball up is popped up behind the plate as Trunk swings under it. Esparza there in foul territory to make the catch. 1 down. Next up, third baseman Mario Mustachio in the 5-hole today, hitting .282. 2 homers and 8 RBIs on the season. Fastball in the dirt, ball 1, or that was a changeup it looks like. That is a fastball, that is low, 2-0. Fastball but in, chopped up the middle, base hit for Mustachio into center past the diving Clark. That is the first hit of the game for the Buzzards. Mario on base with 1 down, that'll bring up right fielder Carter Mahoney, hitting .278 on the year. Esparza with the good arm behind the plate, so we won't be running on her very much unless Thurman Colt's over at first. Fastball down the middle, swung through it late, 0-1 to Mahoney. Curveball at the knees, blasted to left center field. It's skied out there, though, for Wilcox to make the easy second out. Next up, backup catcher Samuel Perez getting his second start of the year, hitting .571 with an RBI on the year. Curveball inside, misses, ball 1. Fastball down and in. Perez lines it to right center field. That is going to hang up, though, for Bacon to make the catch to end the inning. At least we're in the hit column. To the third, we're still scoreless. Smacks, McStevens, and Roper due up for the Platypi. Leading off the inning is pitcher Antonio Smacks, rookie hitless on the year so far in his 2 starts. See how he does in Game 3. First pitch 2-seamer in there, up and away. Swung through it. 0-1. Changing up middle in, he checks his swing. It's a called strike anyway. 0-2 for Misano. Fastball up and in, popped up behind the mound. Cardenas in a few steps. Makes the catch on the dirt, 1 down. Next up, Beefcake McStevens. He's 0-1 today with a dribbler to first base. His first time up. First pitch slider down and in, fools him as he's out in front. 0-1. 4-seamer down in the way is a strike called. 0-2. Curveball up and away. McStevens swings through it. Strike 3. Second punch up for Misano. 2 down. That'll bring up Snag Roper. 1-for-1 today with a single. Yeah, second punch out today. Okay. First pitch 2-seamer away. Misses. Ball 1. Change him up and in. Fouled off by Roper. 1-1 the count. Misano now locked in out there on the mound. Curveball at the knees, grounded hard to third, right to Mustachio on the backhand, fires to first. That's a 1-2-3 inning for Misano as he's through the third. Bottom 3 were scoreless. Swiner, Misano, and Cardenas due up. Leading off, left fielder Buck Swiner, hitting .357 with a home run and an RBI on the year. Getting the start today over Rolf Borgner, who is tense. Fastball down and in, a strike from Smacks, 0-1. Fastball up and in, a strike as well. 0-2 as K-Dot activates for the first time today for Smacks. Fastball up and in. Swiner lines it softly to left center over the leaping shortstop. That is a base hit. Swiner on the lead off the inning, and that will bring the pitcher to the plate. It's going to be Hiro Misano. 500 average on the year for Hiro. Probably going to bunt Swiner over here. Bunt is up, and it is in the glove of Esparza with a nice diving catch. That is a double play. Unfortunate. Cardenas up next, 0-1. Grounded out to third, her first time up. Fastball away, ball 1. Curveball up and in, inside, 2-0. Change of middle in, turned on and ripped into the left field corner. Over the glove of the left fielder Wilcox. That'll be extra bases for Cardenas. 2-out double puts her in scoring position here for the 2-hitter, Ian Fielder. Ian walked his first time up and was stranded at first base. Strike at the letters, 0-1. Slider middle in, line to left center field. That's in the gap, and that's going to be extra bases for fielder as we will take a 1-0 lead. Ian, back-to-back doubles here, put us up 1-0. RBI chance now for Thurman Colt. He lined into a double play his last time up. He's 0 for 1. He lined out to Mick Steele over there at first base, who was standing at first and covered the bag. Swung for a fastball up and in, 0-1. Fastball up and away, hard grounder to right field. That is a base hit. Holding a third as fielder, his hand as a cannon. Martin's at the corners for Joseph Trunk. He's 0 for 1 today with a pop out. Popped out in foul territory behind the plate first time up. Pick off to first, nothing doing. Slider middle of the plate, lined at the middle, diving his Roper to make the stop, fires to first. In time, and that ends the inning as that saved a run. Good play snag. Buzzards, though, get a run on an RBI double by Ian Fielder to the fourth. It's 1-0. Hard lineup up here for the Platypi: Wilcox, Steele, and Clark. Wilcox 0 for 1 today. First pitch, change it down and in. Line to third. Off of Mustachio's glove. That's going to be an E5. He probably should have caught that. Next up, Steele 0 for 1. They did give him an error. Okay. Big off first. Nothing doing. Wilcox has good speed over there at first. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Big off first. Nothing doing. Two-seamer down and away. Outside. 2-0. Slider down and in is in the dirt. 3-0. Pick off first, and there he goes. Good pick by Trunk on the low throw. And Cardenas will tag him out for the first out of the inning. Clark no longer locked in now. Fastball in the dirt, ball 4. That's the first walk of the day for Masano as Steele will reach. That'll bring up Clark, who's 0 for 1. First pitch curveball down and away, grounded up the middle. Cardenas dives, past her into right center. That's a base hit. First and second with 1 down now as the Platypi are in business. Here's Willie Bacon. Doubled his first time up and was stranded at second base in the second inning. He's 1 for 1 today. Fastball up and away, fouled off, 0-1. Masano no longer locked in on the mound. Change it down and away. Dribbler in the hole to third. Mustachio to second 1. Cardenas the first. In time, it's a double play, and that ends the inning as Masano gets out of the jam. Bottom 4, we're up 1-0 still. Mustachio, Mahoney, and Perez due up. Leading off is Mario Mustachio, who singled his first time up. He's 1 for 1 today. Slider at the knees, grounded to short. Easy play for Roper, 1 down. Mustachio now tense, and that'll bring up Mahoney, who's over 1 and tense. Change inside, misses, ball 1. Slider at the knees, grounded up the middle, and Mahoney has his first hit today. He's 1 for 2 on the single. He's back to neutral mojo as well. That'll bring up Perez, who's 0 for 1. Samuel flew out his first time up. Fastball away, swung through at 0-1. Fastball up and away, line to gap, left center field. That is down for a base hit. First and second now with 1 down for the Buzzards. That'll bring up Swiner. He singled his first time up and then was erased on a failed bunt double play ball by Masano. Fastball middle of the plate, line to short, right at Roper for the second out, and Masano will have the RBI chance. Popped his bunt up into a double play his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Let's see what he does here with the RBI chance. Fastball at the knees. He'll pop it up on the first pitch to second base. Clark puts it away, and that ends the inning as the Buzzards fail to score. To the 5th with 1-0. Esparza, Hand, and Smacks do up against Masano. Esparza leading off 0 for 1 today. Change it down and in is low by 1. Fastball up and away. Line to right center. Down for a base hit as Esparza will reach. Leadoff woman on for the Platypus. That'll bring up Linda Hand, who's 0 for 1. First pitch curveball down and in. Chop foul, 0 and 1. Four-seamer up and away. Lined off foul, 0 and 2. Change it down and away, in the dirt, 1 and 2. Two-seamer up and in. Hand swings through it, strike 3. Third punch up for Misano, 1 down. Pitcher Antonio Smacks up next. He's 0 for 1 today. Struck out swinging his first time up. There's a fastball. The letters are called strike as the bunt is shown and pulled back. 0 and 1. Slider up and in. Bunt pulled back. Called a strike again. 0 and 2. Double down in the way in the dirt. Bunt pulled back. It's low for ball 1. Two-seamer up and away. Bunt is down. Misano fields it and fires the first in time. Sacrifice is successful. 2 down. Runner in scoring position for Beefcake McStevens, who's 0 for 2 today. First was fastball up and away. A strike called for Misano, 0 and 1. Slider up and in. Inside, 1 and 1. Two-seamer down and in the dirt. Good block by Perez, 2 and 1. Curveball down in the way, in the dirt, 3 and 1. Change up and in. Miss McStevens swings through it, full count now. Four-seamer down and in, inside, ball 4. Second walk for Misano. First and second, 2 down for Roper, 1 for 2 with the single. First pitch two-seamer down and in is called a strike, 0 and 1. Four-seamer down in the way, fouled off, 0 and 2. Change it down and in the dirt. Also inside, 1 and 2. Slider up and away, popped up, shallow left field. Fielder out for it, calls for it, and the shortstop puts it away to end the inning as Misano pitches himself out of a jam. Bottom 5 are still up 1 to nothing. Cardenas, Fielder, and Colt due up. Cardenas leads off the inning. She doubled her for last time up. She's 1 for 2. She's also grounded out to third base and has scored a run. Curveball chased below the knees and fouled off, 0 and 1. Fastball outside, 1 and 1. Change up at the knees, ripped foul. 1 and 2 the count as K-Dot activates for smacks. Fastball up is chased and lined to right field anyway. Base hit for Cardenas. She is 2 for 3, her second single today. She's now on fire, and that will bring up Ian Fielder, who doubled in a run last time up. He's 1 for 1 today and has also walked. Smacks sets and fires. Slider down and in. It's low, ball 1. Good pitch. Fastball caught the corner up and away. 1 and 1. Curveball's outside. 2 and 1 to Fielder. Change it down. Grounded in the hole to third. Off the diving McStevens glove. That's an infield single for Fielder. He's 2 for 2 and locked in. First and second with none down for Colt. Thurman singled last time up. He's 1 for 2 today. He's also lined into a double play ball. Curveball in there for a strike at the letters. 0 and 1. Fastball high. 1 and 1 from Smacks. Fastball middle in. Line down the line. Foul. 1 and 2. K-Dot active again for Smacks. Fastball up, line to right center field. That is down for a base hit. Cardenas will draw the throw, but hold at third. His hand had a cannon. Runners at the bases loaded with none down for Trunk. Trunk popped out his last time up with runners in scoring position. He grounded out. He's 0 for 2. Grounded out to shortstop, and he's also popped out in foul territory. Infield in here is that first pitch fastball is high, ball 1. Curveball middle in. Colt Trunk drives it left center field. He hits it well. All the runners tag. First 2 advance. It's a sac fly for Trunk. It's 2-0 Buzzards. Runners at the corners, 1 down, and that'll bring up Mustachio. 1 for 2 with a single. Grounded out last time up, and now he's tense. Fastball low, ball one. Mustachios also made an error in the field on a hard liner to third. Couldn't secure the catch, so that's another reason why he's tense as well. 1-0 pitch. Fastball away, a strike, 1-1. Smack's now tense out there on the mound. Change it down and in, blooper to right field, in for a base hit as it's over the leaping Clark, and that's an RBI for Mustachio. It's 3-0, Buzzards. He's back to neutral mojo. That'll bring up Mahoney, 1 for 2 with a single. Pick off the second, nothing doing. Colt back in time. Fastball but in, a strike call, 1-1. 0-1. Fastball up, Mahoney fouls it off on the right side, out of play, 0-2. Okay, that activates for Smacks again. Curveball away, fouled off, still 0-2. Change away, pulled down the third base line, caught by McStevens on the dive. Nice play, saved a run. 2 down, and that brings up Samuel Perez, who singled last time up. Catcher's 1 for 2, he's also flown out. Change up at the knees, line to center, down for a base hit. Coming around third is Colt, he will score easily on the single. It is 4-0. RBI there for Perez, his second of the year, and that'll bring up Buck Swiner, 1 for 2 with a single. Blew out last time up to center field. Fastball down the middle, lined in the gap left center field. That's going to split the fielders, and that's going to be extra bases for Swiner. Coming around third and scoring is Mustachio. Perez coming around as well on the double. He will score. It is 6-0 Buzzards as we break it open in the 5th. Masano up next, 0 for 2. He's popped up a bunt into a double play. His first time up. Last time up, he popped out to second base. Smack's now routed out there on the mound as he looks just to get through the inning here. Fastball up. Masano drives it left center field. Got some carry to it, but it's going to die for Bacon. That ends the inning. Buzzards, though, tack on 5 as we have a big inning as we bust the game open here off of Smacks in the 5th. 6-0 to the 6th. Wilcox, Steele, and Clark do up against Masano. Wilcox is 0 for 2 today as he was reached on an error and then was picked off trying to steal second base. Speaking of that, Wilcox's stolen base attempt on the year now. He is 0 for 1. That was his first ever. First pitch curveball down and away from Masano. It's popped up foul. Perez over in front of the Platypi dugout out on the third base side. Will make the catch, 1 down. Next up, Nick Steele. He walked last time up. He's 0 for 1 today. Two-seamer up and away. Strike called, 0-1. Change it down and in. Inside, 1-1. Four-seamer down and away. Check swing strike, 1-2. Curveball up and in. Line down the right field. Hit pretty well over Mahoney into the corner. That'll be extra bases for Steele. Mahoney gets it in, but it is a 1-out double. Steele now 1 for 2 today, as that'll bring up Clark. 1 for 2 today with a single last time up. First pitch four-seamer up and away. Outside, ball 1. Curveball in there, grounded up the middle. Cardenas dodge, cuts it off, fires to first. 2 down as Steele moved up to third on the grounder, and that'll bring up Bacon. Willie 1 for 2 today with the double. First pitch slider up and in, called a strike, 0-1. Four-seamer down and in, lined at the middle, base hit for Willie Bacon, and that'll get the first run on the board for the Platypi as coming in as Steele. 6-1 the score as Masano's no longer locked in. Next up is Esparza, 1 for 2 with a single last time at the plate. First pitch two-seamer middle away, that's a strike, 0-1. Curveball up and in, high, 1-1, good take. Fastball down and in, line at the middle on the ground, base hit for Esparza, her second hit today, she's 2 for 3. First and second, now 2 down for the Platypi. As that will bring up Linda Hand, who's 0 for 2. First pitch change up middle in, line to second softly, right at Cardenas, and that ends the inning as Masano gives up his first run, but he gets out of the jam anyway. Bottom 6, it's 6-1. Cardenas, Fielder, and Colt do up. Cardenas is on fire at the top of the lineup. Singled last time up. She's 2 for 3 today with a double as well. Smack's now down to up to 10th mojo, and he will stay out there to start the 6th, despite the 5-run outburst last inning. Curveball at the knees on the first pitch, and Cardenas says thank you very much. It is high, far, and gone off the batter's eye in center field as it's in the nest. 4th home run of the year for Demi Cardenas as the rookie leads the teams in bombs. It is now 7-1 as we get that run right back. Ian Fielder up next, 2 for 2 today. He doubled. He doubled in a run, he's singled, and he's walked today. Fast change up in the dirt. Ball 1 as Smacks is rattled once more. Curveball at the knees, grounded to short right at Roper, and that is the first out of the inning as Fielder down the neutral. Smacks back to 10s. Had to bring up Colt. Thurman's 2 for 3 today with 2 singles. Fastball inside, misses. Ball 1. Fastball up and away. Colt fouls it off on the right side. That is out of reach of hand. 1-1 the count. Curveball hangs, and Colt turns on it, rips it to left field. He hits it hard. It is gone into the nest of the Buzzards bullpen as it bounces off the top of the wall and over, which is a home run. First homer of the year for Thurman Colt as he's on the board. It is 8-1. Next up, Joseph Trunk, 0 for 2 today. Sack fly last time at the plate. Smack's done here after 5 1/3 innings, giving up 8 runs. Multiple hits, and I believe he walked 1 batter as well, striking out none. Coming out of the bullpen to relieve him is right-hander Grace Lupinovich as part of a double switch. And also coming on is right fielder Hera Owagliums as the backup catcher will play her backup position. Or no, right field's her primary position, that's right. Her backup position is catcher. She'll replace Linda Hand and will lead off next inning as the pitcher was due up first. Smacks gives up how many runs? 15 hits, 8 runs, 1 walk. Yeah, he had a bad day. 2 home run balls. Anyway, Lupinovich's numbers on the year look like this. Grace, former freebooter, in her second year with the Platypi, no record. A 5.59 ERA and a 1.66 whip. 7 games appeared in, 8 runs given up, 6 earned. Sounds like a stat line she had in our freebooters franchise. 9 2/3 innings pitched, 13 hits surrendered, 3 home runs in those 13 hits. She's hit a batter, walked 3, and struck out 7. Batting average against the .317 on the year is second worst out of the bullpen. Specialist active here against Trunk, so his hitting ratings take a bit of a dip. Change at the knees, a strike from Lupinovich, 0-1. Cutter up and in, blooper to center field. That's going to hang up though for Bacon. 2 down. That is going to bring up Mario Mustachio. 2 for 3 day for him. He's singled twice, driving in a run. Cutter down in the way, a strike at the knees, 0-1. Fastball away is chased and popped up down the third base line. McStevens runs it down to end the inning. Very unnecessary dive there from Roper, but he said, might as well get dirty. 2 runs for the Buzzards on 2 solo home runs on the backs of Cardenas and Colt. To the 7th, it's 8-1. Owagliums, McStevens, and Roper due up against Misano. Owagliums leading off, right fielder locked in, part of the double switch last inning, hitting .241, 2 RBIs on the year for her. First pitch fastball at the knees, that is grounded to second, right at Cardenas. Easy first out for Misano, as she is now down to neutral mojo. McStevens up next, he's 0 for 2, walked his last time at the plate. Slider up and away, called a strike, 0-1. Two-seamer down and in, chased in the dirt, grounded to short. Fielder backhands it, fires to first, 2 down. Masada locked in again, and that'll bring up Roper, 1 for 3 with a single. Four-seamer down in the way, that is a strike call, 0-1. Slider up and in, blooper to second. Cardenas runs it down to right center, that's a 1-2-3 inning for Misano. Bottom 7, it's 8-1. Mahoney, Perez, and Swiner are due up. Mahoney leading off, right fielder 1 for 3 today with a single as he will face Specialist against Lupinovich. Fastball at the knees, 0-1. Change up and in, fouled off, 0-2. Cutter down in the way, line to right field. Nice diving knockdown by Clark. Covers in time to get Mahoney 1 down. Lupinovich now locked in. That'll bring up Perez, 2 for 3 today with 2 singles and an RBI last time. He's also now facing Specialist. Change up and in is fouled off, 0-1. Chase the fastball inside, 0-2. Chased it inside, strike 3. First punch up for Lupinovich, 2 down. Next up, Buck Swiner, 2 for 3 day for Buck. Double single and 2 RBIs today. Change up inside, a strike call, 0-1. Curveball high, 1-1. Change up at the knees, ripped in the hole. That's a base hit for Buck, and so he got his 3rd hit of the game. He's now 3 for 4. That'll extend the inning for Misano, who's due up. We're going to pinch hit for Hero as he goes 7 innings. Quality start for him, giving up only 7 hits, 2 walks, and 1 earned run. Striking out, I believe, 3 or 4 batters en route to possibly his first victory of the season. We are going to go to the bullpen here. Is that his first victory of the year? Yeah, it would be his first victory of the year. Nice. Anyway, coming off the bench here for us. Is going to be middle infielder Nathaniel Hurls with power of his right hander active. Hurls hitting .429 in the year with an RBI. Has his trade active. Let's see how he does. Change up at the knees. Ripped hard, but foul. 0-1. Just past the diving first baseman Steele. Curveball at the knees. Driven to center field by Hurls. He hits it well, but that's going to hang up for Bacon. That's an easy 3rd out. Coming out of the bullpen for us here in a low-pressure situation with a 7-run lead is going to be long reliever Bradley Bowler, who is tense. To the 8th we go. We're up 7. Wilcox, Steele, and Clark, heart of the lineup, up for the Platypi. Wilcox, the rookie, is 0 for 3 today. Not a great outing for him so far. Bowler on the year is 0-1. He has a 7.11 ERA and a 1.89 whip. I could go for a Slurpee right about now. 5 earned runs given up in 4 appearances, 1 save recorded, 6 1/3 innings pitched, 11 hits surrendered, 1 of them a homer. He has walked 1 and struck out 2. Batting average against a .379 on the year is tied for the worst out of the bullpen. First pitch for Bowler is fastball away, fouled off, 0-1. He's coming out of the bullpen tense after getting roughed up in his last outing against the Jacks. Two-seamer away, down in the waist, fouled off, 0-2. Change up and in, inside, 1-2. Slider down and in the dirt, 2-2. Two-seamer up and away, check swing outside, full count. Fastball middle away, fouled off. Slider inside, misses, ball 4. First walk for Bowler. 3rd walk by our pitching staff today. Next up, Mick Steele, 1 for 2 with the double. His last time up, he's also walked and scored a run. They off first, nothing doing. Honestly, it's a 7-run lead if they steal, so what? Two-seamer middle in, fouled off, 0-1. Slider middle of the plate, fouled off, 0-2. Four-seamer up and in, fouled off, 0-2. Change it down and away, in the dirt, 1-2. Two-seamer down and in, fouled off, still 1-2. Slider up and away, fouled off, still 1-2. Fastball low, check swing, 2-2. Change up and in, foul ball out of down the 3rd base line. Mustachio giving chase, lays out and makes a nice catch. 1 down, nice play, Mario. Next up, Caden Clark, 2nd baseman, tense right now, 1 for 3 today with the single. First pitch, two-seamer down and in, swung through at 0-1. Change up and away, fouled off, 0-2. Four-seamer up, fouled off, still 0-2. Slider down and away, fouled off, still 0-2. Two-seamer down, blocked by Perez, 1-2 the count. Four-seamer up and away, chased it, strike 3. First punch up for Bowler, 2 down. Gotta bring up Bacon, 2 for 3, double single and an RBI today. Change up away, turned on by Bacon and cracked the center field, hit pretty well. Colt runs it down on the warning track as that ball was shotgunned, and that ends the inning. Bottom 8, it's 8-1 still. Cardenas, Fielder, and Colt due up. Leading off Cardenas, solo home run last time up. She's now a triple shy of the cycle, 3 for 4 day as she's still on fire. Lupinovich locked in with Specialist. Change up inside, dribbled to short, backhanded by Roper, easy first out. Next up, Ian Fielder, 2 for 3 today. He's doubled, singled, and walked. He's also driven in a run. Specialist still active for Lupinovich here. Change up low at the knees, 0-1. Fastball up and in, skied to right field. Easy play for O'Wugliams, 2 down. Next up is Thurman Colt. Solo home run last time up for him. He's also singled twice, 3 for 4 day for the switch hitter. Cutter in there at the letters, 0-1. Cutter away, 0-2. Change away, fouled off, still 0-2. Curveball at the knees, fouled off, still 0-2. Fastball up and in, hit in the hole, past the diving Clark. Another hit for Colt. He's 4 for 5 today. Third single for him. That extends the inning for Trunk, who's 0 for 3 with an RBI on a sac fly. Cutter up and in, a strike, 0-1. Fastball in the dirt, 1-1. Fastball away, line to right center field. That is down for a base hit. Colt on his way to third. He'll get in safely. It's first and third with 2 down. As Trunk's first hit of the game there. He's 1 for 4. That'll bring up Mustachio. Was 2 for 4 with 2 singles and an RBI today. Fastball down and in, misses. Ball 1. Fastball, changeup low, 2-0. Fastball up and in is chased and fouled off, 2-1. Fastball up and in, bloop down the left field line. That is a fair ball, fisted in there for Mustachio. Going for 2 here. He will get the double. It is 9-1. Good insurance run there, and that'll bring up Mahoney. 1 for 4 with a single as Lupinovich done here. After 2 1/3 innings, coming out of the bullpen is right-hander Doug Nerdward, the former Overdog reliever. Nerdward on the year is 1-1. He has a 4.70 ERA and a 1.43 WHIP. 4 earned runs given up in his 7 appearances, with 1 save recorded. He's thrown 7 2/3 innings, 6 hits surrendered, 5 walks, and he has struck out 6 batters. Batting average against .207 on the year. Not bad numbers. ERA is a little high for him, though. Fastball away, misses, ball 1. Fastball away, 2-0. Fastball high, 3-0 to Mahoney. That is a 4-pitch walk out of the bullpen for Nerdward. Second walk of the Platypi bullpen today, or Platypi pitching staff. Bases loaded now for Perez, 2 for 4, 2 singles, and an RBI. Looking to bust it open even more. Fastball in there from Nerdward. His first strikeout of the bullpen, 0-1. Chased it in the dirt, 0-2 as he's facing his old teammate. Cadet activates. Curveball at the knees, grounded in the hole to short, diving his Roper to make the stop. Fires to first. Just laid, infield single, 10-1. Second RBI of the game for Perez, and that'll bring up Swiner, 3 for 4 today. He's doubled, singled twice, and driven in 2 runs. Let's see what he does here. Curveball inside, misses, ball 1. Fastball up, fouled off, 1-1 the count. Curveball at the knees. Swiner drives it left center field. He's gonna get it over Bacon. That'll clear the bases here with a double. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. Here comes the third one, Perez. It is 13-1. Swiner busts it open. Bowler due up next. We will let him bat as he's going to pitch the 9th inning for us, now with a 12-run advantage. First at bat of the year for Bradley. Ball hangs. That's blooped to left center field. Will that get down? Yes, it will. An RBI single for Bowler as Swiner comes in to score. It's 14-1. Hey, when it rains, it pours. And we batted around to Cardenas almost. 3 for 5 day for Demi. Still a triple shy of the cycle. Fastball away, misses. Ball 1 is Nerdward now tense. Fastball high, 2-0. Fastball up is chased and fouled off, out of play, 2-1. Slider outside, 3-1. Curveball up, lined in the center anyway. Base hit for Cardenas, her 4th hit today. She's now 4 for 6, and that's first and second now with 2 down for Fielder. 2 for 4 day for Ian. He's doubled, singled, walked, and driven in a run. Nerdward now rattled. Change up in there, 0-1. Slider in there, down and in, 0-2. K-Dot active now. Fastball away and high, 1-2. Curveball inside, 2-2. Change up away, full count. Runners will go with the pitch. Fastball up, hit the first. Steele backhands it, flips the nerdward in time to end the inning finally. But 6 runs score as the Buzzards break it open even further. It is 14-1 to the 9th. Bottom 3 in the lineup do up Esparza, the pitcher spot, and O'Wugliams. Esparza, the catcher, 2 for 3 day for Cara. I believe it's her second year now that I think about it. She's 2 for 3, 2 singles. Bowler back to neutral mojo after the RBI single. We will make a defensive sub here. We are going to take fielder out and bring in rookie Chain Michael to play shortstop. And I think that's it. We don't need any other defensive changes out there. Two-seamer away. Called a strike, 0-1. Four-seamer up and in. High, 1-1. Change it down and into Esparza. Line up the middle. Michael dives, misses it. It's in the center, a base hit. Bowler tense once more. Leadoff woman on, and that'll bring up Nerdward. Pinch hitter coming. It is Javier Haudier, the former Nemesis second baseman, hitting .250 on the year. First pitch slider, middle in. Ripped down the right field line. That is foul, though. 0-1. Change up middle away. Fouled off. 0-2. Two-seamer inside. Looper to third. Mustachio charges. Fires to second. 1. Cardenas to first. Double play around the horn. 2 down. Bowler back to neutral, and that'll bring up O'Wugliams as the last chance. She's 0 for 1 today with a ground out. Fastball up and away, a strike, 0-1. Slider middle in, inside, 1-1. Zoomer down and away, chop to first, trunk charges, flip, fields it himself, taps the bag, and that ends the inning and the game as the Buzzards crush the Platypi today. 14-1 your final as they drop to 3-7, and we get back to 500 at 5-5. Big offensive day as the club busted out in the middle innings and then poured it on in the 8th inning as we made sure they had no chance to come back. Nada. Looking at our box score, everybody got a hit today except for Misano and Hurls, the pinch hitter. Even Bowler chipped in 1. Solo home run for Thurman Colton, a solo home run for Demi Cardenas, RBI for Fielder on a single, Joseph Trunk, an RBI and a sac fly, Mustachio, 2 RBIs, 1 on a single and 1 on a double, I believe. Sir Samuel Perez, 2 RBI singles for him, and 5 RBI day for Buck Swiner, as he had a 2-run RBI double and a 3-run RBI double as well, and Bradley Bowler, an RBI single there in the 8th inning for his first hit of the year. For the Platypi, hitless today were McStevens, the rookie Wilcox, Linda Hand, Javier Haudier, and Antonio Smacks, as well as Hera O'Wugliams. Our only RBI for them came on the RBI single by Willie Bacon there in the middle innings. Pitching lines, rookie Antonio Smacks, 5 1/3 innings, 15 hits, given up, 8 earned runs, 1 walk, 2 home runs. He falls to 0-2. Lupinovich, 2 1/3 innings, 4 hits, 3 earned runs, a strikeout. Nerdward, in a third of an inning, 4 hits, 3 earned runs, and a walk given up. For us, Hiro Masano, the old Widely veteran, 41-year-old, gets his first victory of the year as he throws a quality start. 7 innings, 7 hits, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, and an earned run. He improves to 1-0, keeps his ERA under 1.5. Bradley Bowler, 2 innings out of the bullpen, 1 hit, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout given up. Player of the game is Buck Swiner with the 5 RBIs, followed by Demi Cardenas, who was a triple shy of the cycle, scoring 3 times at the top of the lineup, and Thurman Cole with the solo home run and scoring 3 times as your third-place finisher with 4 hits total. Not bad at all. Talk about a slaughter, Jesus Christ. Well, we've got a lot of games to sim too. Holy crap, 26, that's a bunch. Before that, let's look around the league. Ooh, +4 for Mustachio on some contact, nice. Dig Eforto, released by the Wild Pigs for infielder Walker Runs, the former Freebooter product. Starter Tarak Smith, also released by the Wild Pig. Replaced by veteran Jerry Ronner. Bit of an upgrade there. Klaus the Game loses 10 speed. It's fine, he's a pitcher. Alright, not bad at all. Player development options here. Manuel East, still got his velocity and accuracy right there. Perfect. Not going to get this one for Borgner because we can't afford it. Dumb one for Mustachio here. Bad jumps, a little too high of a chance there. This one for Perez. That's a little too high of a chance for RBI debt. I can't really do that. This one for Trunk is a nice one. This will be here, though, next time, so that's fine. We can wait. And this one for Hokey. Dumb one to lose K, man. We're going to pass on that. So really, the only one we're looking forward to is Trunks for next episode. But for right now, we're going to snag this one for East as he is due to pitch next episode. Speaking of that. Go ahead and buy this one for the rookie, +1 velocity. And he gets the 2 accuracy, which is fine. Still a C+, but getting a little bit better. We will be able to afford this one next time for Trunk, the big upgrade which he'll need. Alrighty, let's sim up to the next game with all that taken care of. Now back to 500 at 5-5, but still in 4th place as of right now. Run differential's looking pretty good though. Nemesis taking on the Heaters, wins 6-1 easily as they're now half a game behind the Jacks. Crocodons rally and beat the Grapplers 9-3. Good for them. Keeping their playoff hopes alive, however slim. Freebooters take care of business against the Herbisaurs 4-2. Wild Pigs keep pace, beating the Sawteeth 3-1. Blowfish upset the Hot Corners in a pitcher's duel 1-0. Jacks beat up on the Heaters 9-0 as they go back up a game. Herbisaurs shut out the Sandcats 5-0. Sirloins eventually defeat the Moonstars in 10 innings, 7-2. Wildloads hold off the Nemesis 3-2 in a pitcher's duel. Overdogs rally but fall short 7-5 to the Grapplers. That's good for us. They're now only a half game ahead of us. Crocodons win another game despite choking the lead, beating the Platypi 11-9, canceling the Platypi's chances of making the playoffs with that win. Freebooters hang on to defeat the Sandcats 9-8 as they're up to 8-3. Nemesis shut out the B-Wolves 2-0. Freebooters taking on the Moose here. Moose rally, but lose 10-7. Moonstars hold off the Herbisaurs to win a pitcher's duel 3-2. Moonstars then take on the Blowfish. Blowfish rally and destroy them 14-8. Overdogs taking on the Heaters, who have been slumping as of late. The Heaters managed to hold them off 6-4 as we're now tied above the Overdogs. Nice. Tied with them, but above them. 16-2. Blowfish crushed the Moonstars there. Moose beat up the Freebooters 12-1, getting some revenge there. Sawteeth hold off the Sandcats 6-4. Sandcats then bounce back to beat the Blowfish though 4-1. Nemesis beating up the Jacks. Jesus, Jacks trying to rally but lose 14-6. Now tied atop the division. Herbisaurs beat the Hot Corners 6-3. Crocodons beat up the Overdogs 9-1, and they took their lunch money too. Jesus. Hot Corners beat the Moose 4-1 in the first game, and then the last game here, Moose even it up 5-1 the final. Okay, so with all those simulations, what does that mean for the playoff picture? Starting with the Super Conference, the Moose are pretty much out of the playoffs at this point at 6-8. Their odds of making it are not likely. Same thing for the Sandcats and the Sawteeth at 5-8 and 3-8 respectively. I see no shot for them to get in, so I'm confident saying those three teams are out. On our side in the Mega Conference, Platypi are out. They're 3-8. Overdogs have just lost 4 games in a row, so they're down to 6-7. Remember when we said the Overdogs were playoff contenders after they swept us in a doubleheader? Yeah, they then proceeded to crap the beds. They're at 6-7. Crocodons are on a 3-game winning streak. They're up to 5-7 as they keep their slim playoff chances alive. We're at 5-5 and sitting in a pretty good spot to catch up to the Nemesis and Jacks, who are... Nemesis are 3 games ahead of us, and the Jacks are 1 game ahead of us. So we have some games to play to catch up to both of them. That's it. Okay, we're actually due to play the Wildloads next, so if we win, we will knock the Wildloads out of playoff contention, which I'm okay with doing because, because of the playoffs last year. Alrighty, here's the preview for next episode. While Lana Rhymes, the veteran from the Freebooters, on the hill for the Wide Loads in her first year with them. 0-2, 7.71 ERA and a 2.71 WHIP. And for us, it'll be rookie Manuel East, 0-1, 5.73 ERA and a 1.45 WHIP. We will come in at 5-5. They will come in at 3-7. A loss would knock them out of the playoffs. Set the lineup here, and this is what it'll look like for next time. It'll be Demi Cardenas, the rookie, on fire at the top of the lineup at second base once again. Again, Ian Fielder will bat in the 2-hole at shortstop. Colt again in the 3 slot and center locked in. Trunk again at first base. He'll bat fourth in the cleanup role again. Mustachio again in the 5 role at third. Ralph Borgner off the bench, back in left field for Swiner. He'll bat sixth. Carter Mahoney will drop down in the 7 slot and right. And then back in the lineup at catcher will be Hank Hart, as he'll bat eighth, with Manuel East rounding us out on the mound. And that is going to do it for this episode, guys. Big, massive slaughter of the Platypi today. We win 14-1, bringing us back to 500, putting us on a 2-game winning streak, and sitting us in a pretty good spot to bounce back into the playoffs, as we're now in 3rd place, only 2.5 games behind the Jackson Nemesis, who are tied atop the division. We're going to be facing the Wide Loads for the 2nd time this season next episode, as we look to knock them out of the playoff hunt, while simultaneously putting us back over 500 and looking to win our 3rd straight game behind the rookie Manuel East. Tune in next time to see if we can get the job done. Made this deep in the video, guys, thank you so much. I love your continued support as always. Leave a like, leave a comment, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. And I will catch you in the next episode. Until then, this is the Nasty One, signing off.